We continue our 5 days adventure in the park, and today we move from Tshokwane to Lower Sabie. Hello everybody, ndimachironi ndimasiari ndimatekwana. Whatever time you're watching, welcome to my channel. We stopped at Litaba Rest Camp before heading out to Oliphants for brunch. If you have been keeping up with the yams, I am sure by now you know that out of all the restaurants in the park, the Oliphants restaurant is our personal favorite. And that is because of the aesthetics, the views, and the excellent service we get here all the time. The views here are always breathtaking, and you're guaranteed to see some elephants crossing the Oliphants River or some hippos basking in the sun. We still had a long way to drive, so we had to order something light and quick. So we had burgers and chips. Because of the time we chose to travel, the drive from Oliphants to Lower Sabie was really quiet, but we really enjoyed the peace that comes with driving in the park. We arrived at Lower Sabie at exactly 20 minutes past 4. We went to reception to check in before heading out to find the perfect camping spot. We found the perfect camping spot with just enough shade, and after some time, our tent was up. This will be home for the next few days. Now let's settle in, prepare dinner, and get some rest. We got some meat from the park shop, and we were very excited to try something new again. This might look like a lot of meat for 2 people, but I always make sure we have enough for the night and for the following day, as this comes in as a good midday snack. Good morning, and today we decided to drive up to Tshokwane, and that means 2 things: great sightings and good food. Let's go. Please be careful when you drive in the park. It was such a sad moment when we found this dead snake on the road. We stopped at Nkutlu picnic site for some coffee, and I could not resist the chocolate cake they had at the shop. It was really nice. If you have a sweet tooth like me, I highly recommend this chocolate cake. Welcome to Tshokwane picnic site. Tshokwane picnic site is a picnic site in the park famous for its outdoor open restaurant where you can get a good rooster cook, the famous buffalo pie, or a portion of pap with some good kudu sausage. At Tshokwane, you can get a good light meal or breakfast at affordable prices. We took our time to enjoy our brunch at Tshokwane before heading out to Orpen Dam. We always like a clean and quiet lookout point as we get to spend some quality time and enjoy the unmatched breeze of the Kruger National Park. We found a troop of baboons having a little grooming session. A lion sighting is always the highlight of the day, and we were so excited when we found these two lions, though they were at a distance. It was right at this moment where we started talking about getting a bigger lens because this was not working. We spent over an hour watching these two lions enjoy that shade, hoping when they finally decide to move, they will move towards our direction, only for them to move the opposite direction. But that is the beauty and the mystery of being in the Kruger National Park. You never know what to expect. We spent the rest of the afternoon listening to the mighty Sabi River watching the crocodiles basking in the sun, and a few beautiful birds that came by the river. This was our very first buffalo sighting on this side of the park. For our late afternoon drive, we took the S28 towards Ntandanyati Height. It was a quiet afternoon at the Height, so we did not spend too much time there. We drove back to the Sabi bridge where we witnessed this beautiful sunset before going back to camp. Back at camp, we decided to get some food at Mug and Bin. We were up early and looking forward to some more beautiful sightings. Getting up early in the winter is not easy, but it is always a refreshing feeling when you get to witness the beautiful African sunrise. I really enjoyed the time we spent with these birds. Though it was still quite early, I could already tell that this will be my favorite sighting of the day. It was very exciting to finally tick off some snakes on our checklist. Today we will be spending our day at Satara, hoping to see some cats and some wild dogs. It was a quiet morning. We arrived at Satara, checked out the restaurant, went to the park shop to get some fridge magnets, as I recently started collecting fridge magnets for each camp that we visit. I cannot wait to show you guys my collection. Before leaving Satara, we checked out the sighting boards to see if anyone had seen something interesting. From the sighting boards, we were excited to see that some people had spotted wild dogs between Satara and Ngwanetsi picnic site, which was the route we wanted to take, but unfortunately, we were not as lucky. When we arrived at Ngwanetsi picnic site, the picnic site was packed and busy. People were preparing their breakfast and it smelled really good. Ngwanetsi is one of the picnic sites with an amazing lookout point. The views here are really out of this world. I really liked the sticker collection that I saw on someone's Jeep at Tshokwane. I really think it was cool. I really get excited when we get to a hide because, as you all know by now, I am on a mission to visit all the bad hides in the Kruger National Park, and I can say that I have been doing quite well. From Tshokwane, we drove the famous S100 with so much excitement and anticipation for great sightings. Unfortunately for us, on this day, all we got to see was large herds of zebras and wildebeest. Back on the main road, we found a roadblock, and we were happy to know that there was a leopard on one of the trees. This was our second cat sighting of the trip, and we were ready and willing to wait. Just like the lion sighting from the previous day, this sighting was short-lived. We waited for over an hour just for this leopard to give us a little catwalk before going over to a different branch to face away again. It did not look like this leopard was going to move from this tree anytime soon, so we decided to carry on for more sightings. At Kumana Dam, we were entertained by different herds of elephant coming down to drink and play in the mud. The little ones were very entertaining. We were back at Tshokwane again, and this time around we decided we want to try out the famous buffalo pies. Mr. Yam tried out the pie first, and on a scale of 1 to 10, he gave it a 4. He said it was not the most amazing pie he has had, and it tasted just like a beef pie. It was now my turn to try it out, and guys, I was so underwhelmed. I would give it a 3 out of 10. I am not sure if we just got a bad one or we just didn't like it, but I will stick to my rooster cook and kudu sausage. For us, being in the park is not always about animal sighting. It is also about taking it slow and appreciating the beauty of nature. When driving back to camp from your afternoon drives, you need to give yourself enough time, as you might encounter roadblocks from buffaloes or elephants. We had a few more minutes to spare just before the gates close, and we spent those at Orpen Dam just outside camp. For our last morning drive, we decided to drive towards a Kruger picnic site. We got our breakfast before heading back to camp to check out. Because we will be spending the next few days at Malot Park, Crocodile Bridge Gate will be our exit gate. It is always a sad moment when we have to leave the park. We really wish we could spend more time here, but unfortunately, more adventure awaits. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Goodbye.